Welcome back to Home Sweet Home Cooking in my mother's kitchen as always. I'm your host Rocky. My mother Kathy is off to say hi. Kathy?
Hi Kathy.
Today we are doing Asian cooking. Found this recipe on JennaRoundTheWorld.com. It is called Easy Mongolian Ground Beef Noodles. So it's going to kind of be like a beef lo mein. And it uses ground beef, so it makes it cheap and easy. Calls for 1 pound of lean ground. This isn't quite lean, this is 80-20, so I may have to drain a little bit off. Frozen and rethawed. Thawed, you don't rethaw it. And while I'm doing this, Mom, can you get a big pot of water boiling? I need to boil this whole box of noodles. It says it calls for a box of linguine noodles. I didn't get linguine, I actually got the Simply Asia brand Chinese style lo mein noodles. So once it's boiling, heavily salted, and boils for 6 minutes. Cook for 6 minutes. Alright, so get the hamburger going here. To the hamburger, you're going to go ahead and start adding some of your flavorants. You're going to cook them in with the hamburger. I'm going to get the hamburger going a little bit so some of that oil comes out, some of the grease comes out, and we're going to cover what's going to go into that. Calls for 4 teaspoons of minced ginger and 6 cloves of minced garlic. I have left over from a recipe that I did a while back, a ginger garlic paste, so we're going to use that instead. So I'm going to get, like I say, get a little bit of this grease out so it starts cooking, then I'll add this. And once that gets cooked down, I'll decide if I have to drain it or not, or if I'll just use a turkey baster and suck some of the extra out. And then the rest of the ingredients that are going to go in are going to be soy sauce, beef broth, brown sugar, red pepper flakes, black pepper, and hoisin sauce. Did I say that? Don't have the hoisin sauce. It's out yet. It's back there. And the linguine noodles. That's it. And then on top for garnish, I've got some green onions I'm just going to slice up for garnish. So once we get this started here, I'll get however much I think is going to be equal to the 4 teaspoons and 6 cloves. Get that cooked through and we'll be back and make the sauce. Alright, the water is boiling, so my mom's going to add the noodles, so which means 6 minutes. It's time to go ahead and start on the sauce. It says to mix in a small bowl and then add. Well, that's kind of a waste of a bowl. So we give this one last stir. I've got to turn down to medium and make sure all the little broken bits are off the bottom for now. And it calls for 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to put that on top of the meat, not onto the bottom of the pan right away. It's going to call for 1/2 cup of beef broth. This is a 1/4 cup measure, so I'm going to do 2 of those to make 1/2. 1/2 there. Calls for 1/2 cup of soy sauce. So the 2 1/4 cups. Calls for 6 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. And there's 4 tablespoons and a 1/4 cup, so we'll do again with the 1/4 cup.
What'd you say, 6 minutes?
Yep. And I'll do the 1/4 cup, half of it. And it calls for 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. So we've got 1/2 teaspoon of the black pepper and a whole teaspoon of the crushed red pepper, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Because we're suckers for heat. Not really heat, but the pepper flavor. Alright, rinse the spoon off in the liquid. And I'm going to go ahead and stir this in. Let it start to thicken up into a sauce a little bit, which will be about the same time as the noodles get done cooking. Then she's going to drain those, or I'll drain those, I guess, and add them to the pot. We'll be back when the noodles are ready to go in. Alright, noodles are on their way. The sauce is thickened up a little bit. And you just dump them in. There you go. And I'm just going to stir them through, get the sauce all over. And then I'll get the scallions on top, the green onions that are chopped down for a garnish. Get the camera in for a close-up, and then we'll do a taste test. Well, what do you think it looks like?
It looks good enough to try.
It looks like Mongolian spaghetti.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get this back here. Come on, a little bit of meat in there too.
I like it.
It doesn't taste like lo mein. The sauce is different. It's Mongolian. Definitely sweeter than a lo mein.
It's sweet.
Yeah. Well, it's got 1/4 cup brown sugar in it. To me, it tastes like a spaghetti lacking the tomato punch. If you use like a sweet marinara sauce in it. Mm-hmm. Kids would definitely eat this. Dad might even eat this. I don't taste too much ginger in it. I can taste it. It's not over the top. It's not overly garlicky. I know you don't like garlic as much as I do.
Well, I don't know what's there.
Yeah. 1 teaspoon of hot red pepper flakes is definitely not too much for this.
It would be for your father.
That'd be too hot for Dad?
Yeah.
I like this, folks. I really do. I wasn't sure how I would like a hamburger lo mein kind of dish, but
fine.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'd give this one a thumbs up. Wendy might even eat this. My picky girlfriend might eat this.
Or not.
I can't put a teaspoon of red pepper flakes for her though. She'd think it would be too hot. Very good. I like the fact that I did use the Chinese noodles versus the linguine. I think the linguine would have been...
The linguine's really big.
Well, it's a little bigger than this, but it would have been... This is a softer noodle, so it's not as chewy as the linguine would have been. But I'm going to do this again and again, I'm sure. This is really simple and delicious. Give it a thumbs up if you want to try this. If you like the video, if you have your own Asian, we're going to get into a few Asian recipes. She wants General Tso's chicken, so do I.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that. There is another noodle dish that I have. It's a ramen lo mein, using ramen. That's probably going to be one of our next videos as well. As far as a main dish, we have some desserts we're going to mix in here too. But you know, keep your eye open for those. Don't worry, if there's too much Chinese, we'll get back to other kind of foods too. Just a few that we want to get knocked out. We're going to start doing our Thursdays uploads have been the Southern Essentials. We're done with the list for that, so we're going to start doing some air fryer days. So be watching. We might not get them every Friday, it might be every other Friday, but we're going to start doing some more air fryer meals as a second video of the week. We'll always have a Monday video, and the other one will be kind of a bonus video, so you may or may not get one, depends on what our schedules are like. But stay tuned for more delicious food. Like, share, and subscribe. I want to get our subscribers up. We're at 650 at last check. I'd like to see that over 1,000, so if you can make sure you share these. I would like to do a giveaway once we get to 1,000. I'll find something that, a product that I like, I'll get a special order on that and give that away.
Sorry folks, I win.
She's got the competition, or no. You have to be a subscriber, and your name can't be Lang. So sorry, and I don't have to worry about my girlfriend winning because she doesn't subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, folks.